Hey, yo, it's me, Pops Van Marmalade, and you're watching the Comics-Related Madness Network. So come get some.
America's southern border has become a war zone. Human traffickers, drug smugglers, and terrorists flow across the Rio Grande with impunity, secure in the knowledge that no one will stop them. A distant federal government lectures Americans on their privilege while punishing overworked Border Patrol agents who were helpless to stem the tidal wave of invaders and determined migrants. Second-generation Cuban-American Marcos Zamora is a military vet, more patriotic than most Americans. No longer able to ignore the chaos at his doorstep, he acts. Joined by his best friend Gus, they hit the border every night, saving lives while stopping violent drug cartels and other opportunists. The government reacts with fury at Marcos' attempts to preserve American sovereignty, deploying the full might of their enforcement agencies. But Marcos understands that the only thing the rich and powerful fear is bad publicity, and he records every encounter. Whoever he is, this private American must be stopped. Illustrated by Richard Bonk and written by Eisner winner Mike Barron, Private American is his version of Captain America, and maybe a little Punisher, taking part in this ongoing, violent, and very real battle of good versus evil in the war for American sovereignty. Grab your copy at theprivateamerican.com.
We have a secure border, and that is a priority for our administration.
We've all heard the stories. We've all heard the legends. Wyatt Earp, Doc Holliday, Billy the Kid. But there's a secret history to the Old West. One that seems too strange to be true, but, well, we all know what they say about the truth. Very big ape, very big guns, blowing very big holes, very bad people. I think the world is finally ready to hear the story of the strangest, the most startling Western hero of them all. Six-gun gorilla, long days of vengeance.
The original intention of the film was just for my personal use, but I thought, with it being such a unique thing, that I'd like to offer it to anybody who wants to see it. Things like that. And it's just a unique film of him.
He says, I beat you. He says, they say we came in under the dead heat. He says, that's not true because I beat you. And the American said, well, he says, if you like to think so, he says, but I know the real story. He says, I know I clearly won that one. See?
I'ma get it, you know I be on the way. Yeah. You know I be on the way. Man on a mission, I'ma get it, you know I be on the way. Yeah, it's all hard, ain't no fear here. You ain't giving this to all, you steer clear. Never beat, I've been down and I reappear. You got some money on the line, you better put it here. Rolling in and doing that work.
The Madness Comic Network and Comic-Related Madness proudly presents Monday Madness, featuring Pops and the Richness, and indie creators from around the world. Tune in to our content on Comic Talk with Pops Van Zandt on YouTube.
Hey, yo, what's up? I'm here, and y'all know who's with me.
I'm a strange guy.
It's the Richness. What's up?
Yeah. What's up, boss? How you doing?
Hey, it's all good. It's all good.
Well,
Welcome
good
to,
in the hood, whatever the hell it's supposed to be.
102nd or 103rd episode of Monday Madness.
Jesus Christ.
Crap. I know. We're approaching our 2-year mark, dude. It's real close. Real close. Like next week
Yeah.
or something.
Next week.
Yeah. Crazy.
Wow. That's
crazy we've been doing this so long.
It has been crazy that we've been doing this so long, but it's still awesome and fun.
Yeah, and
So,
we have a great show lined up today. We got
who do we got? Tell me. Tell me.
We got that guy. His name's Back My Kickstarter. I mean Sam Vera.
Sam Vera.
Back My Kickstarter.
Hey, hello, Mr. Kickstarter. Oh my God. Wow. His name is Back My Kickstarter. Jesus God, man.
Yeah.
You are a whore. Oh my God. Back my Jesus God
Go
heaven.
big or go home, right?
That's
Go
what
big and go home. So you might as well just do that whole thing where it's like Back my Kickstarter, you bastard.
That's right. Long
Oh
old
my
ages.
God, that's just too much for words. How you cats doing? I'm yawning.
Welcome
Yeah.
to the show, Sam. I ain't seen you in a little bit. Not since Duty 2.
I know. Now we're on Duty 3.
Duty 2. That's just
God.
dude.
Duty 2. Really?
There is no way to get around the innuendo type humor that surrounds your product, dude. There's just no way to
I
get
know what the hell
around
that's all about.
It's dude, dudette, and dudie. There you go. What can I tell you?
What the hell am I going to draw? I'll figure it out. I'm not going to draw duty.
Why don't you go ahead and share your campaign, Sam?
Yeah, let me see the duty. You know what? I'll draw duty. I'll draw.
Let's see what duty looks like.
You want me to share the page? Oh, the link or the page?
Yes. Give me. Let me take a look at I got to see the character. Let me see the character so I can do it. All right, because I'll draw it while you're here.
If you're okay with that, we like. You know.
Why wouldn't I be?
not just gonna like draw your shit without asking.
No,
I'll draw it without him asking. I'll just do it. You know, I'm like,
just draw it. That's it.
I'm like, oh, you're upset that I'm drawing your character? All right. What could I do with your character that I'm drawing? And it's just like, I've done some foul stuff with other people's characters, man. I'm like, oh God, if they ever saw what the hell I just did, you know, they would take a direct flight from where they're launching to my house. You know, I mean, where I used to live anyway. So
it's sheriff duty. Look,
oh Jesus Christ,
There's
really?
That's right.
I'm not drawing him in a cowboy outfit. You got to be out of your mind.
That's all somebody. There's all kinds of different duties, dude. He's been drawn. Geez, I don't know, a couple hundred.
Oh, that's a green alien poop. Okay.
He's like Crom. He's been drawn a couple hundred different ways, man.
Yeah, duty is the ultimate cosplayer.
Do you want duty? No, let me see that one. That picture. That one. That's perfect. Give me a second. Give me a second. I'm gonna snapshot this effer.
That's Duty and Herman.
Yep. All right. Let's I gotta exit full screen for a sec. Now where is he? No, I gotta I gotta do it again because I have to snapshot him again because I was in full screen at that moment. Yep, there it is. Where the hell is he? I'm gonna save him to the desktop. Yeah, this is a really good laptop. Well, duty. Okay, there's that. Yeah, he's on the desktop. That's good. So now I can just open him up and
okay, now is that there's an alien in my toilet or your toilet? How's
an alien.
that read?
There's a snake in my boots.
It's an alien in my toilet.
Okay.
Alien in my toilet.
Alien
Jesus
in my
Christ.
toilet. All right.
Mhm.
I want to make sure I get it right when I make,
All right. I got to make sure I have the camera on for this one because I want to see you sexy bastards as I draw this. Yeah, man.
There it is.
There's an alien in my toilet. Yeah, okay. I'm wondering, let me see. What do you want Duty to do?
Whatever you want him to do, as long as it's clean.
It's family
I'm not going to
friendly.
draw that live. You know, I'm not going to. There are lines that even I don't cross. And I'm not going to.
We're never gonna make an alien look bad.
Yes, that's my boy.
No. I mean, there could be right now. I could think about 1,000 different porn categories to do something to this alien if I chose to.
No,
but we're not going to do.
Kickstarter's already flooded with that stuff.
Oh no, they don't like that. It's like, oh God, boobies. No, don't ever do that. Okay.
So, has he been jocked out yet?
What's that?
Like putting a football uniform or
no,
uniform or anything?
He's been dressed as a Viking. He's been dressed up as a
cheerleader,
a barbarian.
Cheerleader. Yes. Cheerleader.
There you go. You're gonna have cheerleader duty now. It's all over.
He's been dressed as Wolverine. He's dressed. I mean, he's done every character. He's the ultimate cosplayer. Duty. You know, he has an active imagination.
I'll bet he does.
Yes, and so because he's insecure, he overcompensates with his imagination. That's why he becomes these characters, these larger-than-life characters.
Okay. All right. Well, now he's going to be a
call. He's going to be a cheerleader, that's for sure. I'm going to make him a cheerleader with big boobies.
Oh, yeah, you just make a cheerleader. So, Sam, go ahead and tell everybody about where this concept came from. You know, how you got through on your first two, and where you're at on number 3.
Number 3, we're almost funded. We are, I think, $350 away from being funded.
Yay!
The concept came from was, years ago in 2005, I created Disneyland in My Toilet because I had an opportunity to get my stuff published in a newspaper, and they were looking for a sci-fi comedy, and I was driving to Lincoln Tunnel, and Duty introduced himself to me in my head, and he says, "Hi, I'm Duty from Uranus," and that's how it started. And I decided I just wanted to publish it myself. So
say that all again. You went really fast through that.
That's that New York stuff. All right, so I was driving through Lincoln Tunnel, and bam, and just Duty shows up. He says, "Hi, I'm Duty from Uranus," and I went to IHOP. I drew the character. I started fleshing out the idea. I decided I didn't want to give it to a paper. I decided to self-publish it myself. So I self-published the first 5 issues back in 2005 through 2008. I had a graphic novel that was distributed throughout Borders, Barnes and Nobles, and then I left comics. I left comics for a decade, and I came back into comics about 2019. And I decided that I wanted to finish what I started and reintroduce Duty to a new audience and see where I can go with it. It got a lot of great attention. You know, when I first launched it, I was on national television, I was on radio, newspaper. But the real life hit, and some things came about, and I had to leave. And so now I just want to see where I can go from there. The first one, we were funded on the first day. The second one, we were funded in a couple of days. This one, we finally got project we love, but it's been crawling. Every day somebody signs up. So currently there's over 160 people who are signed up, and today 2 more people signed up that are following it, but they haven't pulled the trigger yet. And so it's a little weird the way this one is flowing. And this one's the biggest campaign yet. So
remember, it's that time of the year. Okay. Package it as a present for the kids.
Yes, I've been talking
about
what I'm
saying. It's like, because nobody's buying nothing but presents for the kids right now.
So speaking of that, so this is the biggest one yet. So in this campaign, There's not only There's Nail in My Toilet Part 3, where Duty finally gets into a house. And there's a family that lives in the house, and there's a Chihuahua named Herman who knows that there's an intruder in the house. And upon contact, he thinks it's the talking jalapeno. And so there's this rivalry that starts there. The government is tracking down the crash site. They found the UFO. So they're getting closer to finding Duty. So, he the world's closing in on Duty. But not only that, there's all for the first time, in over a decade, I worked on a Duty story from start to finish without somebody lettering it, without somebody coloring it. I did everything. It's called Duty's Monsters on Planet Cthulhu. That's available on this campaign as well. It's part 1 of 3. I'm holding up the book in my hand. It's part 1 of 3.
Hold on. I was looking at your campaign, bro.
Yeah. So this is it. Duty's Monsters on Planet Cthulhu. This is the center cover. There's 2 other portions. You can either get only the single cover with Cthulhu sitting on the throne, or the additional 2 covers to the right and left and have the whole spread.
Covers, yeah.
Yeah. So this is another story with Duty where this is after his stint on Earth, and he's in high school and he's bored and he's contemplating what he wants to do. He wants to go on another adventure. His buddy Cheeks is telling him, "You're crazy. You can't go. What are you doing? You just got here." And he finds out that a couple of Uranus's military disappeared on the Outer Rim, and the only communication that came back was the word Cthulhu. He's never heard of Cthulhu before. He said, "What is this thing?" And so they're like, "You didn't hear about it because you were on Earth when they taught us about this mystical creature in class." So he decides he's going to race off and confront this being, even though he's ill-equipped to handle it. He's just a high school student. And so, and that's where the adventure begins. And so it's a 3-part miniseries, and 1 is available on this campaign as well. And then if you have a 4-year-old and you're like, "I don't know if There's Nail in My Toilet is good enough for my 4-year-old," well, there's Duty's Adventures. So Duty's Adventures is a children's book where young Duty growing up on Uranus, and he has to deal with a school bully. The difference between this storybook is that it's interactive. With every page turn, on the right-hand side is the story, and on the left-hand side is multiple choice questions based on what they just read. So the parent or guardian and the child can interact together and play along with the story. Then at the end of the book, there's 3 pages dedicated so that the child can write their own story and continue where they believe the story should go. And then there's another 3 pages where they can draw their own characters to add to Duty's world. So it's very interactive for 4 and up. So There's Nail in My Toilet in Duty's World is available for all ages, as young as 4, which Duty's Adventures. Duty's Monsters, I would say 8 years old because it's a little scary. There's no gratuitous violence. It's still all ages friendly. And then There's Nail in My Toilet is available for all ages. It's slapstick humor, funny. And so this is the biggest campaign yet that I've done, and it's really trying to introduce all ages to Duty's world and to the character. It's the one character that I'm focusing on for the next 10 years is all you're going to see me is doing Duty. And if you have an artist, a child who's an artist, an aspiring artist, there's also the Duty's custom sketchbook. So they can get this custom sketchbook. It's 50 pages of sketch pages. And as a thank you to start them off, the first pages will be a sketch by me with a little note from Duty to encourage them with their artistic journey. So there's something for everybody, and it's small enough. It's 6x9, goes inside their book bag. They can draw during lunch break, after school, in the park, wherever it is. So if you're an artist, aspiring artist, or a child or an adult, this is perfect to go to carry and go on the road.
This is awesome. This is awesome for the kids, yo.
I love this. I mentioned this when this fine gentleman over here had me on his show. No, I'm serious. It's like this is a really, really great kids comic. It's funny. It looks goofy and stuff, but it also has great messages along with it. And I love the cartoony style that you have here for what you're doing. I think it's great, man. And I think you're doing a lot of really good stuff for everyone. This is a refreshing change from the standard shoot 'em up, throw 'em up, blow 'em up, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Thingy that we see on a constant basis, and you should be proud of yourself that you put together something that's not only really entertaining, but also have a little bit of nobility and giving back to kids who maybe want to do cartooning or maybe want to pursue something like this. They're just like your character that you created, man. You should be proud of yourself, and I hope you are.
Thank you. I am. It's interesting because on crowdfunding, it's harder to push an all ages concept.
It could be, yeah, depending.
At conventions, it's easy. At conventions, I don't have any problems. The books fly off the table. It's very engaging with the families. They appreciate it. They see it. They grab it. But online, because I'm competing with so much adult content, it's tough. And I won't compromise the integrity of my character or my brand. And I've been inspired by Charles Schultz and Jim Davis and Derek Kaufman. I love Ben Benders, who did the Littlest Viking. For me, that's the tradition. That's the kind of style that influenced me. And that's what I create. I love to create something that's for the whole family to enjoy. I added the educational value. Every page in There's an Alien in My Toilet. I mean, there's 4 pages in every book with trivia, puzzles, multiple choice questions, just to awesome. Get your mind going with the creativity going, get you interested in science, hopefully, and just to make it fun. When I was a kid, I used to love the back of the comics. The back of the comics had all the fun stuff, right?
That's right, it did, man.
And so I used to love that stuff. I'm like, oh man. And so I'm trying to provide that, but with a little educational value and some fun, and just to spark that imagination, that creativity. If you get a child to say, imagine if I created this, or imagine if I did this, that's one step towards, the future. Because it's the creatives that define the world, in my opinion.
That is the truth. Super on truth. Let me see his hands. Okay.
I like it.
In the Navy.
I like it. And you know what? If I like it, I talk about it.
That's right. In the Navy.
Yeah.
So Sam,
yes.
What shows do you got lined up coming up that you're going to be at?
I'm going to be at the Dallas Fan Festivals run by Fan Expo, which is on the 14th through the 16th, which is a week from now. I'll be there. And then the week after, I'm going to be at Cowtown Comic Con.
Is there anything good like in January at the end of the month down there?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't look at 2023. Trying to get through 20, and I didn't do anything for November because in November I'm fulfilling this campaign. So the good thing is that everything's been what you see me holding my hand, all the proofs. So everything's done and ready to go. So as soon as the campaign closes and the funds are in the bank, I start shipping. And so this closes on the 20th of October. That means on the 4th of November, I should have the 4th or the 5th, I should have the money in the account. And that's when everything starts shipping. So you'll get it in time for the holidays. Put a packet together for the kids. If you've never read issue 1 or 2, you could get all of them, all the back issues. It'll be a great Christmas present under the tree. I've been featured on Newsarama. I've been featured on Fox News. It's safe for all ages. So if you're concerned about the age of your child, it's safe for all ages. There's no gratuity in it. It's just slapstick humor. If your child watches Buzz Lightyear, they'll enjoy this.
There you go. And that's grandkids too, yo.
Yes.
For you people like me out here that got munchkins, but they're not necessarily yours.
Yeah.
But they're hanging around all the time.
Yes.
I love my munchkins. Actually, one of them this morning or last night, I find this book, right? And it's called The 9 Worlds or something about the 9 worlds. And I look at the cover and it's Yggdrasil. And it's the 9 realms, Asgard and Jotunheim and all that. And I'm like, man, why don't they just call it what it is? Why do they change everything? It's not 9 worlds. You know what I mean? It's like they give them the wrong. Yeah, I get
Jotunheim.
It's the 9 realms, man. Yeah, I was like, who's reading this? Sophia said, I just read it. I'm reading it next. Took it downstairs. Because that's what I do. I read everything. Dude, you did all this.
Everything, yeah.
All of it.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
helicopters, the flying saucers, everything. The people,
That's rather impressive.
art, the colors,
That takes a lot.
Yeah.
everything, the lettering,
Everything.
everything.
So there's an anime told that issue number 3, George lettered. Duty's Monsters on Planet Cthulhu. I did everything.
Okay.
But there's an anime told I did everything except for the lettering on that one. And then there's also a variant cover. Here's Duty. It's an homage to The Shining. Here's Johnny.
See, now most kids won't get the reference, though.
No. That's why I did it as an homage cover, like the standard covers of the kids. The homage of the collectors, they'll get it. And then there's you see, if you scroll there, you see Duty's Monsters right there. You'll see the 2 side covers. So this is a 3-cover comic. You can get all 3 covers, or you just get the single cover in the middle. So it makes one big large spread.
Connecting covers right there.
Yes. Yeah.
You got stickers.
Yes, we got stickers. We got Duty as a werewolf. We got Herman in astronauts outfit. You got Duty as a bandit. Duty
Nice.
as Robin Hood.
Robin Duty. Look. Duty
Well,
Hood.
Duty Hood.
This is awesome. Got the sketchbook.
Yes, that's
Look, Phantom. There's a sketchbook.
yes. And again, if you pick up the sketchbook, you'll get a sketch by me. Starting off the book and the artist with just a thank you.
Little Duty.
So this is what I was talking about, Duty's Adventures. So it's very interactive. If you see that there's page 1, Duty wakes up, and then there's the quiz, right, about what you just read. And then there's the sample pages at the end. So you can write your own story and draw your own characters. So you get 6 pages. The child gets 6 pages to be able to write their own story at the end of the book and create their own characters as well. So they work inside the book.
Awesome. I have that problem. I got kids over here trying to make comic books all the time.
Yes. And we need our future creators. And so if I could do my part to inspire them when they're young, that's a great way to continue the legacy and continue telling amazing stories.
Yeah.
It's good stuff. I have no idea what they're talking about. Margot and Panther having a conversation over there in the chat. If anybody, hey, Margot or Panther, if any of you guys see Death Pusher, would you tell him to message me, please? I have information that he needs to be aware of. He's the only person that did not fill out his what do they call it? Survey at the end of the campaign for Path of the Pale Rider.
Yeah.
She's got this one book she can't send out. Okay. And I'm pretty much the only connection she has to dude. So Phantom, Margot, if you guys see Death Pusher over on Rex's channel or on Bakes or whatever, tell him get a hold of Laurie and get that book. Always serving the community, man. Yeah. Always. Now
and this is a little frame, and it's basically Duty as he traveled the earth looking for Kickstarter backers, and so there's 8 images. The last one is just an homage to Calvin and Hobbes with Duty and Herman on the little trolley, whatever, going down the hill. So that you get that framed 11x17.
That's awesome. And then the backer rewards. You got the digital stretch goals are all unlocked. Right?
What? No, the only one stretch goal was unlocked. We are 7.
You have different stretch goals for your digitals or what? I don't understand.
This is rewards. This is not a stretch. This is
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm just reading it wrong. Okay.
No, what it says is when you back it at a digital level, you'll get, when the stretch goals are unlocked, the digital ones, you are entitled to get those.
So you do have digital stretch goals. That's okay. Yeah. That's why I was confused. Like, what kind of stretch goals? Okay. Yeah. And then you have the download.
Yes.
For Alien in My Toilet 3 plus Duty's Monsters versus King Cthulhu. So you get both of those for 10. Pick your cover, your physical book, number 3. You get the A or the B.
Yeah. And in the survey, when I send the survey, you get to you'll respond which one that you wanted.
Back issues. Always got to have a catch-up tier, yo.
Yes.
Is this PDF, or can we still get 1 and 2 in physical form as well?
You get everything is available as add-ons as well. So yeah, you get so that's digital.
The variant. The Here's Johnny variant.
Yeah.
Here's Johnny variant. Good gravy.
What else you gonna call it? Come on.
I don't know.
It's called Here's Duty.
Oh man, you should put him in like Halo armor and call it Call of Duty.
Oh no! There's
I
your
know,
next
right?
one.
That's nice.
He's writing that shit down, Mach.
You know, I get so many ideas when I do the live streams because I put Duty in different costumes every day in the live streams. I've gotten so many. I mean, I've put Duty as Space Ghost. I put him as the Brown Hornet from Fat Albert. I mean, he's been everything.
All right, so when are you gonna do Duty Crom?
Duty Crom. I did Duty as Conan.
Yeah, well, I'm not talking about that Crom. I'm talking about our Crom. You know Crom, right?
Yes, he looks like there you go. There you go.
Just give Duty the hair, and you know.
You know, speaking of that, you see he's picking in Duty's adventures in future episodes to come up. There are 2 alien brothers called the Booger Twins.
The Booger Twins?
Yes.
Rich is gonna like those guys.
I am.
Well,
what makes you think I'm gonna look? No, I don't like Booger
from Nerds.
No, not. I don't. First off, please, no. I'm a hell of a lot sexier than that. That's one. The second thing is,
look like I said you like
just said
Booger.
I like Booger. No, whatever. Anyway,
that's how he ended up in your intro. You told Doc you liked him.
Booger. No, where
that's
is
nice.
Nice.
There's Crump.
Who did that one?
The homage. Homage. All right, I'm going to shut up. I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to stop talking because I know what I'm going to say. And people are going to get upset and all butthurt, like, oh, he said something terrible about these things. I am now really upset.
So that's what it looks like when they're connected.
Duty Crom. See, they want Duty Crom.
Hey, Margot. Hi. Hi, Margot. She's there. Pops, I'm going to cut out at 9:30 because I got to go shopping for food because I just got to my place and I want to make sure that I prepare.
You're not allowed to have food.
Well, I'm going to do that now if you don't let me.
Food? It's just pasta and sausage.
Don't even start, man. Don't even start.
You've been paying attention. We got a T-shirt here.
Yep.
T-shirt.
Yay.
All different colors. Is it all that? Is it all that emblem, or are there different ones?
There's different ones when you scroll down.
Okay. You got the print set and stickers. All the prints, the book, and the stickers. You got the retail bundle.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
Shout out to Mary Dumas at Pop Culture, I think it is. She has a comic shop that she's backed every campaign so far. So thank you so much. Appreciate you.
That's why I encourage people to spend the extra 10 minutes, put a retail bundle up there, because we do got some store owners starting to pay attention.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Johnny Reed down there in Kansas City also. He's partnered with Max at Atrocity Press. They got a comic store. You know, he's putting indies on shelves. The Collective down there in Miami, and all over the place, man. You just got to make them available at a good price point for them, so they can make a buck, man.
Yep.
2 covers, all the stickers and the prints.
Yeah.
$45. The $50 Dudester pack.
Yeah, this one you get the sketchbook, Duty's Adventures, and all 3 issues, 1, 2, and 3, and you get a sketch inside the book.
Look at that. 5 books
and
a sketch for $50.
Yeah.
Two of them you can use as gifts. The sketchbook and Duty's Adventure you can give away as gifts to the Munchkins.
Yeah.
Maybe one of the books. Maybe, well, see, I'm all about keeping the books are in my collection. No, I can stick one of those books in the kids' box, you know. Sam, do you know Katie?
No. Hi, how are you?
Oh,
Hey, how are you?
Good.
Who's this?
This is Katie Shaw, the dragon lady.
Oh, you know what that reminds me of? You ever see that the Daffy Duck cartoon where he was like this the private investigator, and he goes up to like the horribly racist characterization of a Chinese duck, and he goes up to her. Yeah, it's a really old one. It was from the 50s.
I was going to say it's been a while, but yes.
Yeah, well, that's when something like that was actually funny or permitted, and he goes, "Who are you?" And she goes, "Me, Dragon Lady." And he goes, "Why do they call you Dragon Lady?" So she opens her mouth, which she's a duck too. So she opens her bill, and this Human Torch Nova Flame stuff comes out of her mouth, burns him to a crisp, makes him already blacker than he actually is at this point. And after it's like, and he's all crispy and stuff. And she goes, "Is answer question?" Something horribly racist. And then he goes, "Yeah, here's answer question." And then somehow miraculously he heals like within an hour, from all those 12-degree burns and stuff. Yeah,
hey,
I know. Hi, Margot. And I was just, because it's like I hear Dragon Lady and I'm like, oh my God, I wonder if Katie Shaw breathes flame out of her mouth.
I am the Dragon Lady because I make these.
Dragons, dragons. And she has a comic book that is about dragons.
And puppets.
And puppets, yes, dragon puppets.
But yes,
we're gonna get all into that. Let's see. The t-shirts. You see all the different things you can get on the t-shirts. I wanted to get down to that. Most of this pretty much was covered. Oh, the coloring book. I didn't see coloring book. What's up with the coloring book?
The coloring book is an add-on. It's a standard 8.5 by 11 coloring book, and for the kids to have fun with.
Cool. How many days you got left on this thing, man?
I have at 8 o'clock tonight. It'll be 16 days, so 16 and a half days.
16 and a half days. We're gonna have to get you out. Come join us on one of the open mic shows where you can have a little more time, because 30 minutes when you got a lot of stuff to show, you don't get to show it all.
Yeah.
I mean, look here, Rich. Here's some of the different ways he's been drawing. Check it out.
Well, what?
The different ways Duty's been drawn. Check this out.
Let me see. That's awesome.
Viking, pirate, Calvin and Hobbes,
Scooby-Doo.
What, boy?
This has been outside.
Okay. Now it's up to me, I suppose, to take the lead. Oh, he's back.
I left my coffee cup outside. Munchkins.
That's all right. I left my heart in San Francisco.
There you go.
There are so many Duty variants here. It's like these are all the evil universe duties. Hey, Apex.
Yeah,
hello,
there's a whole bunch. That's great.
I was just scrolling my mouse thinking that this was going to move, and I'm like, oh my God, my computer's broken. And then I realized someone else is doing it, and I'm like, well, all right then,
All right, so backer count, backer rewards. I like that. When you get to a certain amount of backers, you throw a little something extra at them. 50 backers, 75 backers, 100 backers at the digital level, or I'm what do you got? What's going on?
That one was already unlocked, so that'll get the digital prints. It goes digital for backer count until you get to, I think, 100, and then when 75, you'll get 3 independent creators books from Daphne and
I know those books.
Yeah, and then starting at 100 backers, you start getting the physical stuff like the bonus sticker of Cthulhu. But then there's a short story that I wrote also available. There's the Duties Monsters bookmark that's available at 150 backers.
Yeah, you got too much stuff here. We need more time, Sam. More time.
I know.
It's a good problem to have, though.
Yeah, I spent 2 months populating.
You said 16 days, so 2 weeks from today, Monday Madness as the last guest of the show.
Awesome.
Okay, so we don't have a time constraint, so that there's nobody coming in after you, and we can talk till it's over.
You got it,
brother. We covered it all. So if you don't mind locking that in right now, the 17th at 4:30.
Sure.
Cool. I'll lock that in right now too. And that way we get to talk to you for a while, you know. And you don't have to worry about getting upended by the next guest. And we love our next guest. Katie is awesome. What can I tell you?
Awesome sauce. I do appreciate you guys. That looks good, Rich.
Thank you.
It looks awesome.
Hold on, I gotta look at this. Where's hold on.
Poor duty. Poor duty. Anyway. Oh, Rich.
That's awesome, Rich. Good job, bro.
Why, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yes. Send me a copy of that. I want to put it on my website.
Yes, there is an alien.
Yeah, I'll put it on my website. Do you have a website, Rich?
No, I do not.
But you have what's your social media that you use the most of?
It's just my Facebook. You know, I really have.
Yeah, because I can link it to your Facebook.
No. Don't link it. This is for you. It's my present to you, my esteemed colleague, and my esteemed colleague and peer from afar, from the land of Brooklyn or wherever.
Yes, I have to say there is an alien in your toilet, Apex. That is the name of that is what it says. Yes. He said he was driving one day and Duty popped in and said in his head, and he says, "Hi, my name's Duty and I'm from Uranus," and it just took off from there, man. And, you know, you'll have to read book 1 and book 2 to figure out how he ended up in the toilet, but you know, I'm just saying.
There you go.
It's good stuff. It's, you know, we've been following Sam going on this path since book 1, so we ain't stopping now, brother. You know.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys again. I don't want to take up Katie's time. I appreciate everybody, your support. Thanks again, Rich. You did a great job with that.
You're very welcome.
Oh, good seeing you, Sam.
Much. Good seeing you, Sam. Have a good one, buddy. All right, so now we're talking Miss Katie Shaw, the Dragon Lady, the lovely, beautiful, stunning Dragon Lady.
The Dragon Lady.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna pepper her with compliments as I try and get her to send me an image of one of her dragons, so I can draw them in a rather hilarious and precarious situation. So please lay it upon me.
Do you want to share? Do you want me to?
Should I put it in the private chat or should I send it over on Facebook?
Oh no, I meant share your screen. Share your screen. I will do it. I got you.
Okay.
Dun, 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 dun. There it is. There it is. Dragon
Child.
1 through 8.
Yep.
Excellent.
So this is my first Kickstarter, so just giving it a try. And I'm on issue 8. And I actually have my Wacom sitting in front of me working on page 23, working on the inking. So
a lot of you've seen Katie obviously at CromCon almost every single month, and she was selling these off her website, and she decided to just take a stab at Kickstarter and see what happens. And you know us, we're right here to help. So look, she's printed 7 books before. Now you can get and the trade, and now now we got number 8. So there's more than just books, though. There's so much more. Katie sets up at cons. That's where she does most of her sales and stuff. As a matter of fact, aren't you supposed to be at one like this weekend? Or was
I was one yesterday. And then I'm going to be at another one the day before the Kickstarter closes. Okay. So that'll be exciting.
I hope that helps, and you get some people to back it as opposed to just buy it off the table. It's like, hey, can you back number 8?
Exactly. No, yesterday I had some business cards with QR codes for the website, specifically designed for the Kickstarter. So I had those yesterday, handed them out, and we'll see if we get any biters. But yeah, it's one of those. It's very exciting. It's super terrifying because I have no idea how everything's going to go down over the next 21 days. But it's been great to see, like, based on what I'm doing. So whether it's sending out various social media posts about it or sending out an email to all the new people on the mailing list, I'm doing all the things to try and let people know that it's happening. And, it's cool. I'm enjoying seeing the support. We're a little past the third way in. So, if you're curious, please go back the project.
21 days from now. So like on Monday, the 24th is when it ends.
Yes.
So we're going to have a countdown on Monday, 24th. What time does it end?
I want to say it ends pretty much while this is going on. So it's midday on the 24th.
Okay.
So
figure out what time so we can set you up for your countdown. We'll come out for the last hour.
Yeah. No, I want to say it's like 1 o'clock Pacific time, midday. So
that'd be perfect.
Exactly.
We start at 3. So
exactly.
That would be perfect. There you go. We're gonna have a countdown on the 24th for Monday Madness, Rich.
All right. I'm waiting, man.
Now, should we watch the video? Should we do that real quick?
Sure.
All right.
Hello, everyone. I'm Katie Shaw, the cartoonist behind Dragon Child, and I would like to welcome you all to the Kickstarter for Dragon Child issue 8. Dragon Child is a modern-day fantasy comic where mythical creatures are real, and the dragons have picked one human to represent all of those different creatures to humanity. That unsuspecting human girl is Ryu Kodomo, our main character. First, she learns that elves are real when she meets Chase, a young elf in the woods. And now she's face to face with the reality that dragons are real too. Specifically, Ryu has just met Ember, a cute young dragon who's very excited to be here. And that brings us to Dragon Child issue 8, which picks up right where issue 7 left off. Scope-wise, this particular issue is 32 pages of black and white comic. I have fully completed the cover, inked 20 out of the 32 pages, with 2 more partially inked, leaving 12 pages left to ink, toning for the whole issue, proofreading, and then I can get things sent off to the printer. To both get the issue printed and get more eyes on Dragon Child, I turn to you all. Reward-wise, there are many options past issue 8, including the ability to adopt some of my handmade dragons. Yes, you heard that right. I hand-make my dragon characters into large plush toys and puppets too. You can also select the catch-up tier to get issues 1 through 7 if you're new to the series. Even though this is my first crowdfunding campaign, I'm excited to see what this will do to help grow my audience and bring excitement around the series. Thank you all for being here and your support. I hope that you're as excited as I am to see Dragon Child 8 get printed and have it in your hands to read.
Beautiful. All right, so here you go.
Yeah, so that book there is the 1 through 6 trade. So
that's the trade.
Volume 1.
It is available. And
as an add-on.
Yeah, and then you can get 7 and 8 and you'd be right caught up.
Exactly.
So tell everybody a little bit about your girl here.
Yeah, so she's my main character. She was ironically the last character to get solidified before I started writing the story as it is. But she is, as far as she knows, completely normal, human girl. And when she is in her sophomore year of high school, she starts noticing some weird stuff going on around her. So she first sees this hawk flying around, hanging out with her, and she follows it through the woods. And that's where she meets the elf character Chase. She is, curious, but definitely, has lived a relatively sheltered life. And she is about to find out that she's been given certain powers from the dragons. So she's going to learn all about that in issue 8. But up to this point, she's, met the Elven Court. She just met Ember. And she's kind of aware of the fact that she also met a kitsune. So she's a little girl named Kit. And she's about 11 and she's super adorable, turns into a little fox and hangs out with Chase. So, and Ember here is my personal favorite character. So she is about 17 years old. She's super tiny for a dragon. So she's about shoulder size. And she convinced her family, she lives under the Antarctic ice, to be allowed to go meet the dragon child, which is Ryu. And so she's going to have all the fun. She's super curious. She wants to get into everything and be in everybody's business. And she's going to definitely be, the type of character that's like, oh, I've never seen that before, because all she's seen is ice, snow, rock, and fish. So it's all new. But so everything's exciting. And
a bunch of pages.
Yep. So that's the layout in my program that I'm getting all the tones and stuff in. So when I finish inking in Photoshop, everything gets brought over here. This is where the lettering and the toning happens. And since getting everything launched, I have those 2 pages completely finished, and I'm starting the very extensive background on page 23 that is going to get utilized on a bunch of different pages. So that's going to be nice and speedy once that gets done. So, and I'm super excited and I did do an update recently. So the last section in the issue is something that I've been looking forward to drawing for years. I'm sure we all have examples of pieces in our stories that we know that we're going to do, and just kind of look forward to doing eventually. And this is one of them. So I had a fun childhood spot that we would go and do what we'd call river stomping down the San Lorenzo River. And there was this runoff pool that was absolutely freezing. And I'm like, what's a good way to torture your character and teach him how to do stuff? Let's have him sit in a ridiculously cold pool. And so I went out and trekked and took a bunch of pictures specifically with this in mind. And I'm now getting the just giddy feeling, inking all this and having super fun. So
that looks so really, really good. The best part is the inking, when you can finish it and then you can add all sorts of extra details. That looks really nice.
Thank you.
I love the detail you have there.
I've been watching her level up, Rich, for a while, man. And that's the cool thing. If you go by the trade, you see her from 10 years ago, your art, and how much it's progressed to now. She didn't go back and hide the old stuff or redo it.
I mean, I've come to terms with, because I think we all kind of think, oh, I could do that. But the reality is it's a bad move. And I feel that, it's good for people, especially people who are just getting into comics, to be able to see a creator's progression in their art, because they can really say, okay, that's attainable, and then you can grow and get better. So that's my way of telling myself, no, don't touch it.
And then there's that.
Then there's the touching. That's just terrible.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the dragons.
Yeah.
That's what I meant.
Because they're super soft. No, they are. So they're
super soft and furry and cup.
But yeah, so the big dragons take me about a week to make. And because they're all characters from the comic, they all have names. So Ember obviously is the one there in green, and then the purple one there is Shandira. She was on the cover of the full volume, and she is my Queen of Dragons, my eldest character in my story. And she's one of those characters that, has been around for so long that she's entertained by the antics of everyone. And, I figure when you're a few thousand years old, that's normal.
Yeah. And
then here are some of the puppets.
The puppets, yo.
So there's a dozen different puppets. I have a puppet tier and a add-on tier for the puppets. So there's 24 available that can be, yours. Whereas for the big dragons, I'm allocating 3 of I want to say 3 of each. So, that way everything gets done in ample amount of time to get shipped off before December. So I have everything listed as December, but realistically, I want to get it out to everybody in November.
Cool.
So that is there completely to cover whatever, disaster may or may not happen. So it'll be before that.
So you got the printed copy of number 8 signed.
Yep.
You can get that. There are PDFs. You can get the digital as well. And then there's a PDF catch-up tier. You can get all 8 in PDF form. You get the retailer's tier for Dragon Child number 8. 10 of them for $40. 10, $40, $4 piece. $4 piece. I'm just, gotta have them retail tiers, the early bird catch-up. Okay, we missed the early bird, right? That one's over.
Well, so the early bird isn't based on time; it's based on numbers.
It was based on the
amount.
So
it's 25 copies. So there are still some available.
Right, that's right. That was based on how many people signed up for that tier. Okay, so catch up, get all 8 issues. If you don't do it now and those first 25 are gone, then you have to pay $2 more.
Exactly.
Catch up.
And then this one's new.
And with a sketch, with a signed sketch.
So there's going to be, again, this is limited to 25, and there's going to be 25 unique sketches. So this is just an example of, one of the ones that I've done in the past. But it should be fun.
And adopt a dragon puppet. You gotta have
dragon puppet.
You gotta have a puppet. I'm just
Yep. So those are all the dozen that are available. And again, there's 2 of each, 1 through this tier, 1 other set through the add-ons.
Those are awesome. Retailer catch-up tier. All
Ta-da.
8 issues, a 5-pack of each. So you get 5 of each issue for $160. These are deals, yo. These are deals. Adopt a big old giant dragon like the one she's got in her lap.
I want to see the dragon in. Oh,
she's
God,
huge.
that's so cute.
So wingtip to wingtip, she's 44 inches.
Yeah, we can't see the wings. Go ahead and show everybody this whole dragon.
Boy. That's a big dragon.
She is massive.
That's a big dragon. Oh my God! I want a dragon like that.
You know
it's
you
so
want
big.
her.
I want the dragon.
I want one that's actually alive, though.
I mean, that's fair. Me too.
I want that little fire lizard. I want that little fire lizard that she's holding on that cover. See, because that's not a dragon. That's a fire lizard. I'm just saying.
Yeah, she'll get bigger though. Her dad's 35 feet tall at the shoulders, so
yeah, okay.
she'll get
so
there.
Beautiful. It's
shipped in Geminis, and look how she ships. Look how she ships the dragons.
How does she like flatten them and like put them in a little box?
So it basically what I do is I wrap the tail around the side and sort of put the head backwards and fold the wings up. But it's pretty much the smallest possible box that I can fit them in to just help people save on shipping. But they arrive very snug and happy.
That one looks really happy. He really does. See. I guess I should show Rich what I'm talking about. There you go, Rich. Look.
Oh, that's cute.
And there you go, yo. That covers it. It's you guys. This is good stuff. And like I said, she hasn't done the Kickstarter, the crowdfunding before. She's put 7 books out on her own, sells them at cons. It ain't an issue of whether or not they're any good or whether or not people like them. It's an issue of they just haven't been on crowdfunding campaign before.
Exactly. So that's the only thing new to me about this whole process. Everything else I got covered.
Yeah, I mean, if you follow in the madness and you see Katie at the con, you see her table set up. She's got the dragon tree. She's got all this, it's badass, right? She understands what she's doing when she's selling in person. This is new. Okay, she's been watching you guys. She's been watching a lot of you guys do your campaigns, and she's like, man, I'm just going to try that too. But I want you to know, you're going to get your stuff. There's already 7 issues and a trade. Okay, it's not like, this doesn't happen without you. She's doing this without you. She's been doing it without you for a
So
long time. Now
this
she wants
is
to bring you in.
everything that's currently out, as far as
Yeah,
with the
there's
individuals,
the first
of course.
7.
But
Yeah, that's the first 7, right? The trade and number 7.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
So I mean that quick you'd be caught up just with that and that. But like I said, she's not gonna. She was doing this before she knew anything about crowdfunding. She's taking a stab at it. I hope you guys give her some support in getting number 8 printed
That would be
in
fantastic.
people's hands too. I'm sure she's going to do it whether this happens or not. But
you know it, Pops.
I know number 8
this is a let's see if this
Yeah.
works. And I hope it does. I really hope it does.
Yeah.
But just based on timing, it absolutely still can. But
there's plenty of time. We can get this funded. It's like I'm kind of the only person you're talking to about it, right?
Well, there's a couple other people. So there's I was talking to Nita, and she's gonna get me on a few different people. So
yeah. Sam, who was just on our show, he has a channel that he does the same thing. He promotes other people. Okay, so you can get on Sam and George's show. Catch the Craze. That's what that one's called. But, I mean, there's so many different. Apex has a show. All these people are have different YouTube channels, and this is what they do, is talk about what you guys do. Now, we got another one in the background that just launched recently. Cody Valiant, I think that's what it was called. Is that what it's called? Yeah, there is it. No, where is it? Legendary outlaw hero on Indiegogo right now. That's what we're going to talk about next. We're going to talk to Mr. Sean Frye. What's happening, brother?
Not much. How you doing, Pop?
Hey, we're doing the thing. What do you think about these dragons, man?
I love dragons. Never seen a dragon I ain't like.
I just love the creativity that's behind this one. I mean, it's a 10-year-old story, but man, I like puppets, dragon puppets and stuff. This,
Yeah.
Well, and you can't beat the fact that they're handmade.
Yeah.
So,
buy the creator of the story and buy the creator of the book. It's not like, oh, if you buy my book, I have some China stuff sent to you. It's like, she's like, if you buy my book, I will hand sew this dragon puppet for you. That's a little different, a lot of work and effort going into it. Margot says, hey, Sean, what's up? So,
hi, Margot.
There you go. Dragon Child, number 8. You can also get number 7, 1 through 7. You can get 1 through 6 in a trade. You can get number 7 and number 8. You can get them all. You can get them digitally. You can get retail tiers. You can get dragons. You can get all that stuff. There. I covered it. How's that?
Thanks.
But get the books for sure. Okay? Get the books, because that, there's some kids out there that want to read that stuff. I promise you. Katie, you can hang out, but we're going to talk about something else now.
Absolutely. Let's hear about what Sean's got.
What do you got, Sean? Do you want to share it, or do you want me to?
You can share it.
All right. I got you. Rich, do you remember Sean?
No.
Maybe no.
It's been a while.
He was here before about a different book.
What book
was that? That leads into this one.
Oh, what book was that?
What book was that, Sean?
What book was that, Sean?
It was a little book called Youth Mob. It was something like that.
Well, what did he even say? Well, what did you say, Sean? I don't remember.
Yeah, it was a time I was campaign pushing out our next book, Youth Mob, and it was another little character that I would talk about in the distance. Cody, something like that. Cody Valiant.
Okay.
Youth Mob was the name of the book, Rich.
Youth Mob, dude. Do you have any idea what's been on my mind for the past 2 months? You think I have any memory of anything that I'm doing? I have to almost rewrite the third chapter of Incandescent, and I'm anyway. This looks fantastic, though. So
Thank
yeah,
you.
There you go. Jesus,
we will go right to the video, and then we'll jump into conversation afterwards. All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
It's far superior to a lot of stuff that I've looked at.
This one goes, brother.
Trust me when I tell you, I live for stuff like this.
Cody Valiant is not like any book I've seen before.
This is next level stuff. I mean, I've seen some of this stuff. I don't remember art like this in a comic or anything along those lines. It's different. It's unusual, and I'm digging it quite a bit.
Thank you. Yeah, I want that.
When is this going to be launched?
What do you think, Rich? Did we lose him? Is he here? What do you think, Rich? Rich, are you there? Oh, that's what he's got his headphones out. See, he didn't hear us. What do you think, Rich?
It looks really, really good. The art is really excellent. I am digging everything that I am seeing from this thing. And I am super excited when this thing is really, truly ready to go.
Yes.
It just launched a few days ago, Rich. It's out there.
Excellent. Good. How are you doing with it?
I'm doing good. I've been knocking out, going from show to show, just getting the word out.
Yeah, I haven't done that grind in a while, and I'm envious because it's like I miss that grind a little bit here and there.
Yeah,
you know. So
we got an animated short too. You want to watch that, Rich?
No.
Then we're watching it.
Well, ask a stupid question. I mean,
just because you said no, we're gonna watch it.
Good.
Make it big, though. Why not? Can't make it big.
What can I get for you? Here you go.
We're looking for the red 8. Cody Valiant. We know he's in here.
I'm drinking here, Porky. Fuck off.
Oh, Porky.
I'll kill you guys some other time. You Onyx, don't quit. Hey. I got your red 8 right here. Hey there. They'll be covering my tabs.
Don't do that.
Make it better though. My turn.
All right, damn it. Why are you wasting time on a comic book? There's some full-length feature film stuff there, man.
Yeah, just at the beginning of that, I spent like the last like year and some change, like just learning animation.
Dude.
And yeah, that's the other part of 3B. Like my dad's doing all the art,
right?
With that part, and then I'm doing the little animation, little shorts and stuff like that. And I'm gonna do a bunch more of those little Cody animations and things like that. And that this was part of the stuff we working on, basically just putting out our best work and just trying to get the word out about all the stuff that
Dude, that was badass. You just might as well just forget comics and just go straight into animated. Do animated episodes, man. That was cool as hell.
That was pretty cool. I'll have to admit. I was just
you know what it felt like though? It felt like, you ever played that online Star Wars game? Like every day plays and you go to the main station and there's all the bars and stuff that you go in. It's like that gave me that feel like I was in one of them space station bars, right? Dude, good stuff, man. Like you said, you might want to just bypass comics, bro, and come back to them later. That's good stuff. Damn.
Yeah. I had ended up making that. Like we was like halfway done with Cody, and then like my dad said, "Okay, we got at the side." He's like, "Okay, we got to overhaul the book. We got to make it feel like this. We got to bring the same energy to it." And he's been knocking it out from page to page.
Dude.
Yeah, that's Jesus, that's so unusual.
Yeah.
It is. No, it's not in a bad way. It's God, it's striking.
It's definitely on top of different.
Yeah.
It's like when somebody comes in with something different, it's like you got different below what's out there, different right around what's out there, or different above what's out there. And I mean, if you translate that art from that animation into the book, man, it's just, your dad's killing it as it is. I said that before. Your dad's on top of it, man.
Yeah. And that's just all the cool things we trying to do. We trying to leave our mark on just comics and everything from animation. We just trying to leave our mark on the stuff, and we know we got some really good stuff, and that's the only basically kryptonite to us so far has just been just trying to get the word out on all the cool things that we have to offer. Yeah, and we've gone from show to show, like all the local shows and stuff we've done, and all our books that we've done, they've been selling out, and it's really cool at the same time, and that's just a little frustrating part. Like we had so far, just like online, it's just like it's not translating yet. It's slowly coming now, but it wasn't translating, like especially like when we first started, like a year or two ago, and now it's starting to ramp up, starting to pick up, and it feels like where we need to be now, as opposed to like a couple years ago. But that's something that me and my dad we talk about all the time. It's like it's when it catches, it's gonna catch, and we just got to be ready.
Look, you just keep playing that animated video. You just keep playing that anime when you're talking about your book.
Yeah,
and you're gonna get people's attention, because there's a lot of people out there that are looking to, lean towards some kind of an animated track with their book or their story, and it's like you're doing it.
Yeah,
and that's different. Okay, that's taking it. And then you went and did the animation, and your dad went, you know what? That art and animation is better than what we got in the book. We got to retool this. You see what I'm saying? That's thinking forward, man. You have to.
That's a little bit just trying to become like a little jack of all trades. Just have a dabble in this, dabble in that, and just put it together. And that's basically right there. It's just my dad standing with a Cody shirt, and then our friend that's in a wheelchair. He's been teaching me animation. He's an animator, and I've been up under him learning little tricks and the trade basically. And there's pretty much the three of us on from like just getting all our work out there and just building.
So are you Biff, Bam, or Boom?
All three. All three.
If each of you was one of those names, which one would you be?
Yeah, I say I'll say probably Bam, and then my dad I give him he the Boom.
So Biff be teaching you.
Yep.
You got the Bam, and Dad got the Boom. I like
Yep.
it. I like it. That's good stuff, man. Now what's with Interstellar? What's up with that?
Interstellar is the companion book to go along with Cody. Like when we first was drafting up, she was gonna just be the backup feature to him, but we end up like splitting her in her own book, and she's completely done. Like her and Cody are like we call our first red label books. They are our first mature titles. It is more violent than our normal books. More language, like heavy language and possible nudity and stuff in all these type of titles. And that's what we want to do with Cody is he's the mature book, and like Youth Mob and stuff is like our family friendly book titles. Like that's for that. And then Cody is our mature title. And we're just slowly just plugging away. Yeah, Stella is completely finished at this moment. She sold out pretty like she was hard to get like keep a copy for at like our little shows and stuff. But Interstellar is she's a space alien, and her story is basically told from like the point like the best way to explain her is like it's a Superman story explained like told from the perspective of Lois. Basically her sidekick character is telling the story of how this alien came down to Earth, crash landed into his life, and then basically like flipped it upside down on top of his head, like aliens and everything like that. And the side character, he's like from his point of view, he's like the first character in our universe that's like he sees superhero things and all that stuff and on those lines like on the day, but this is the first time something like that has came into his life, his personal life, and messed it all up. And that's another cool, fun adventure that you can pick up in the bundle is you can get Cody and you can also get her too. And that's just this fun read that we just put together for you.
So she's like in love with him. She's if he's Superman, she's Lois, like that.
Yeah, yeah, like the story is just trying to flip and mess with things, give you different perspectives on different
point of view from the. I like that when like some books you're reading this like every chapter is from a different character's point of view.
Yeah,
I like that kind of shit. So yeah, two different books about the same things but different points of view. I like
exactly, and that's something that we want to do. Like it's we just want to just make some fun stuff. We would just want to put fun things out there, and with her and Cody we just the best thing that we have to offer so far is I don't know. It's hard to explain. It's really cool.
So, what's your favorite part about doing this?
My favorite part about doing this is basically just watching the creation of like the characters, like from when me and my dad were just sitting around, like okay, because like he came up with Cody's name. And then he was like, okay, I want this character to be like a space western. I want this for Cody, and then I was like, okay. He hit like the right tunes with me because I'm a big fan of like anime, and that's one of the big things in anime is like that type of genre where it's like space western thing. And I was like, okay, if I can channel a few of these different animes that I watch, and I was like, and put that into Cody, the energy of that, and I was like, Cody made he's special, like the personality, the rawness to him he has a spirit of like an anime character, but he's an American character. And that's the two generations coming together because my dad's a traditional comic book artist, comic book fan, and then my love of the traditional plus the anime feel of today, and that's what all our characters come from. It has the spirit of both of those type of things.
So, working with Dad, being instructed in animation from your friend, it's kind of like you got the family appeal to the product, like
Exactly.
Paul Gomez does.
Wow.
You know?
That's really impressive.
That's basically at the core of every book or everything that we work on here. Is I say the core of every book and everything is family. It's the family that you make, the family that you put together yourself.
That is true.
Each book at the very core, even Cody, even though he's a single character, all his side characters and stuff that you're going to learn about is him and his family, basically.
I like it. So, Rich, you got any technical artist type questions for our friend here? You're the professor, man. Let's hear it.
Let's see. I want to take a look at this. This is my God. I'm still trying to. It's you're freeze framing computer generated images in this, and you're incorporating photographs with
yeah.
It's very avant-garde. I mean, I guess it's avant-garde. I mean, can I even say it is? I mean, I don't know. I think you've hit a new category without even trying. It's like, well, I'm looking at it, and the cover here looks like it was painted by Alex Ross. And if you keep going down for a minute, if anybody can do that for me, you have this, and then you have something that beautifully works as Photoshop, but then you have this. Oh, excuse me. And then you have these creatures that are CGI'd, I would think. And then you have I don't know. I don't know. You've married them all very, very well.
Thank you.
And it's very, very colorful. It's almost like oh God, this is really like this is what Flash Gordon should have been.
It's different, ain't it? It definitely.
You think? Yeah, quite a lot. Yes, maybe, definitely, of course. Yes, sure. You know, just like, oh my God, a lot. So did I?
Now, Interstellar is
really
the
good,
art
man.
Interstellar the same way, or is it like?
Yeah, she kicked off this style. Like,
okay.
I can't really show you too much of like Interstellar pages because like throughout most of the book she's new through most of the book, so I can't like show too many of the pages. But yeah, but that she kicked it off like that's that style because like when my dad was like the way he did like Youth Mob compared to Interstellar and Cody is like night and day. Like he's built upon this, and like the panels, the way it moves and stuff, that was the cooler transitions like I added and I wanted him to incorporate more of. I was like, let's make the panel layouts and all that just as much of a character as Cody is and the world we're building. And freehand some of the panels, freehand some of the like the layouts of it, give it its own energy. And everybody, like even like the little samples we've shown people like at shows and stuff, it was like, wow, okay, this is something that's like, this is what a comic should be like. It's like it incorporates like the spirit of like you watching like a movie. Basically you watching one of probably one of my animations, something you do that in comic form. That's the style my dad was going for. He wanted that cinematic feel in a comic book. You're reading a movie basically.
Yeah, I like what you're doing, man.
I get
it. I'm just saying, this is unique. It's standing out from a lot of. I mean, there's a lot of great stuff out there. Don't get me wrong, but this standing out in the style category.
Yeah.
From anybody else. This is something you'll see and you'll be able to go, oh shit, man, that's not that. You know what I mean? You're gonna know when you see this because you guys are defining something like Rich said. I think it might be something new.
Thank you. Yeah, that's what we want to try. That's what I tell my dad. I was like, if we're gonna go for it, we gotta do it our way. We gotta do our own style. We just gotta try to make a statement that like this is something special, and we plan on doing this as long as we can. Plan on doing this for a very long time.
I love that panel too. It's just like, fuck you. I'm drinking. Leave me alone. You know
It's
what I
awesome.
mean? It's like,
I love it. I think it's really good. I'm still just trying to understand. You know what? I think it's like oh God, I don't even know what to say. I mean, I'm looking at it. It's there's about really, like I said to you before, there's about 5 or 6 different graphic disciplines that are employed in this, and they all work. One looks like, I mean, you have something cinematic here, and then you change it here. And then you have this, and it looks like a painting. And then you have this, it looks like something from a cyberpunk shot. It's like I'm confused.
But it's
I feel
awesome
like I feel violated because I don't know what the hell I'm doing with it. It's like, my God, man, what have you done to me?
I'm gonna throw this out here, Sean. I've never seen Rich speechless before. I've never seen him not be.
It takes a while.
You know, I mean, no, it took something different. I've never seen you not know how to describe something you're looking at before. Like you're like, you know, I got to give that props on its own. You got Rich thinking, what the hell are we gonna call this?
No.
And Philip Knox, he likes it. He likes it.
Thank you.
I like it,
dude. It's good stuff, man. It really
well,
is.
I must say, Pops, if you scroll down a little bit.
Okay.
A little bit more.
Okay.
Keep going.
How much more? Huh?
There you go.
That one?
The texture on this one, I really like.
Thank you.
All the little things going on the surface and whatnot. That looks really nice. The movement is excellent. I love the coloring.
I love how the letters cross over from one panel to the other, the boom and all that. I mean, everything about it, the different color palettes, but the same color palette. You know what I mean? It's like the one in the middle, he's got the gold highlights everywhere. The one on top and bottom, it's like green highlighted everywhere.
Yeah, and all the little particles flying around in the that looks excellent.
Thank you. Yeah,
silly stuff, man. Your dad's like badass, dude. Just you can tell him I said that, you know.
Yeah, thank you. It's just really fun because like my dad, he basically he do a page and I'd be like, okay, this is my favorite page, and then then
you do another one.
They would tell me like, all right, now I gotta beat this page. I gotta make this page better than the page that you like.
Yep.
And then that's just the thing, like with his style, like he is like his favorite artist was Alex Ross, and that's what he wanted to embody. Like, and he loved like the Astro City books and stuff like that, and just Alex Ross style. And then he was like, that's what he always wanted to do, and so he like studied, learned, and just tried to master that, and then perfect it and put his own spin on it, give his own energy. And that's the uniqueness to his style that he wants to bring out, and that's what I wanted to do with it. And then my contribution basically was like give Cody like panels that stand out, like stuff like he has to like basically Cody has to jump from panel to panel. Basically, his panels have to feel alive with the style. It's like. That's what gives it that extra energy, that character feel to it. Like when every Cody book, like from this point on that we work on, it's gonna have this type of energy to it. It's the panel layouts. We
pretty incredible.
The same with the book, everything.
How come that dude kind of looks like Kevin Hart? I'm just saying. He looked like Kevin Hart cussing out Will Smith. Without the fangs, of course, but you know.
Yeah, it's just fun stuff we wanted to do, like with Cody. Cody is like, especially like with this story, is just Cody just hanging out. We showing you his world, what he sees on a daily basis, why he is the way he is, and then the story basically was he went for a drink and then he ran into this space alien pig like biker gang that wants to take Cody out, and then he's just taking care of business basically.
He just said, "Fuck you."
Yeah, and like them, we call them the Oinks. Basically, they are like the scum of the universe, basically. And Cody is the one thing in a way that constantly keeps them being disrespected and stuff like that. And each version of the Oinks is unredeemable. Basically, we want to make villains that you root for Cody to take out, and each time. Because there's gonna be different versions of them, like more pig-like and stuff like that, and they're gonna be reoccurring characters throughout the whole series that you see that they want to take him out because he keeps disrespecting their race of pig-like aliens, and that's each time we gotta come up with cool ways for Cody to.
Cool. So there you have it, yo. Y'all got to go check this one out because this one is badass. I'm just saying. Let me drop that link for you. Cody Valiant. Got it right here in the chat. You can go check it out yourselves.
What up? There
it is. What's up, Charles? How you doing? Yeah, you guys got to go check this one out because this is definitely a unique art style. That's all I'm going to say. You guys can name it. I'm going to call it a unique art style. We haven't seen this before, you know. It's like every panel almost has something different to bring. Even if it's the same, it has something different to bring. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, I like this a lot. Good stuff. Good stuff, Sean.
Thank you.
All right, man. Pops, I'm gonna get going. It's 9:30. I have class late, but I have a lot of stuff I gotta do, so I'm gonna jet. Good luck, Sean. Katie, it's always a pleasure to see you. And at some point or another, I'm gonna when I get my new place, I'm gonna get a big wagon. Good luck on everything, all of you, and I'm gonna see you again very, very soon.
All right. Talk to you later, Rich.
Peace out.
Toodles. I'm gonna head out too.
Okay.
Thank y'all. Check out the Kickstarter.
Everybody go check out Dragon Child. That one right there. Go check it out. Links are up here all over the place. Rich's YouTube, my YouTube, Twitch. They're all over the place. Go check all this stuff out, man.
Thank you. Toodles, everybody.
Bye, Katie.
Bye.
Now we still got one more guest. He's not here yet, but we got one more guest. We got Morgan Quaid's coming out here in a few minutes, and we'll talk about his campaign. But last minute, anything you want to tell the people? What's your hook, bro? What's the hook?
The hook basically is this is the ultimate thrill ride of a lifetime with Cody. It's we're gonna call him the flagship of 3V Comics going forward. Is this type of energy, this type of action with Cody, and the you haven't seen anything yet. This is just the ice. This is just the tip of the iceberg with Cody. We have like 6 books planned for him, and we just gonna keep building upon the energy that you feel right here with this book, and we're planning on being around for a very long time.
Cool. I like it. Just that cover right there, you know, it kind of says it all. Everybody's after Cody.
Yep.
So this one has how many days left? What do we got left? 25 days or something? 24 days?
24 days. Yeah.
So let's see. We check the old calendar and we see where we end up with this one. We're just going to miss CromCons. We're going to have either on the Monday Madness or the Tuesday Morning Brew or Doc's Coffee Shop that weekend or that week on Thursday, something. You get with me, get on one of these shows that week before it ends.
Sweet.
You know.
Yeah, this is just this is the first 30 days basically. Once we cross over.
That's right, Indiegogo. That's right. Either way, we got to get out here. Since you got 60 days, let's make it 3-4 times that we see you before it's over, right?
Yep.
All right, brother. RJ, all you guys watching, you know what to do. Hit Sean up, get him on your shows.
Sweet. Thank you so much.
You too, Phil. I don't know if you know Mr. Morgan Quaid or not, but he's our next guest, and he has a whole bunch of books that he's done over the last few years. So that's why I had to have him come last, because I knew he was going to have more content than we'd be able to get in on 30 minutes. So welcome to the show, Morgan. It's good to see you.
Thank you, sir. Good to see you too, Pops. Good to meet you, Sean. Nice to see you.
Yeah, what time is it there? What time is it?
6:30 in the AM. And I have been up for 2.5 hours. So I'm
all right. At least we didn't
well and truly awake.
Welcome to the show. Welcome to the madness, as usual.
Thanks, man.
Man, go ahead. Tell everybody a little bit about who you are. Well, let me start. All them intros that you see on our network, the madness, Monday Madness, all that, the music, our theme music, all that came from that guy right there. Okay, now you may introduce yourself. Go ahead.
Thank you. Yes, so my name is Morgan Quaid. I'm a writer of comics and novels and screenplays and anything with words. So I've got a bunch of comics, all that sort of stuff. If you want to find out more about me, you can go to morganquaid.com. It's nice and easy. It's all there. Or just stalk me on the internets, because I'm not shy. My stuff is everywhere.
Don't tell people to stalk you, bro. Don't.
Well, maybe not stalk. Maybe approach in a kindly way and offer me money. Throw me money. That would be great.
Yeah, there you go.
Why not?
Don't stalk
That's a better
me.
way to
Throw
do
money
it.
at me. That's
Yeah.
So you can go check out right there, morganquaid.com. Now, you got books, and you've been doing books for a while. What is this? How many campaigns you got? This is your sixth?
Sixth on the Kickstarter, yes.
Right.
Yeah, so this one is number 6. It's the second one in this series for a book called Enmity, which is about a 16-year-old girl wandering through the post-apocalyptic world looking for her deadbeat dad, who happens to also be Lucifer.
This one drove me nuts. Enmity.
Oh, good.
I kept thinking enmity.
Yeah,
like
I know.
Enemy, right? It never came to me. Enmity. It was like always the M would come first, and I'd type it into my YouTube or type it into my address bar, and nothing happened.
Yeah, I'm a bit cruel with that. I should have called. I could have called it anything, and then I went with something that even I have trouble spelling. But once it's done, it's done. You can't unwind it. So,
I mean, I got it now, but like for that first week when I was trying to share it when you first launched, and it was like every time I had to type it in twice. Every stinking time, it was like, man.
Yeah, that's exactly what it's like.
Alien. The Alien book is there's an alien in my toilet. Number 3. The name of the little character is Duty. He's from Uranus.
Sam's book.
Sam's book is Duty from Uranus. You'll really like that stuff. I'm serious. Get all 3. Great kid. Actually, there's a tier on that has 5 books, like for $40 or something, or $50. 5 books in there. There's a sketchbook for the kids, adventure book for the kids, and all 3 covers of the. Dude, that's great. You guys are thinking. Make it a deal, man. Make it so that people are getting, their money's worth, man. Throw extra stuff at them.
That's what it's all about.
100 backers, Morgan.
Yeah, we're getting there. So I did a deal with the Australian government to lower our exchange rate so far that all of my US backers get such a good deal because our exchange rate is terrible at the moment. So you guys are like getting things for half the price of what they should be.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Which is great.
I don't know what's happening with the world economy, man. It's like you can't count on anything anymore. Chris had pre-sold a whole bunch of his games in the UK, and the shipping at the time was like $40. And when it came time to ship it, it was $140 or $180 or some stupid crap like that. And it was like he ate it. $3,500 in shipping. He ate it.
Yeah.
You know, it's like
that's rough, man. That's really rough.
There's a lot of like, you know, I don't know. Some of it is shady. You know, some of it's shady, like the way they mess with the way they manipulate currencies and the value of currencies. Some of that's really shady because, you know, come on.
Yeah, there's some black magic stuff going on there or something weird. Yeah, well, I tried to get around that. So I've got a US printer and an Australian printer, but that doesn't help the folks in the UK. You know, so there's still, unless you have someone doing printing and fulfillment in every country, it's really, really tough.
Have you just don't know
what the posse is going to be.
Have you talked to RJ yet?
Not yet. Because does he do the UK? I need someone in the UK.
Well, I mean, he's fulfilling 4 UK people and shipping out to the UK. I'm pretty sure, he has somebody there that's handling it there. I think he's got somebody now in Australia. I mean, RJ's he's making it happen, man. You know, go ahead and talk to him. You know, the next time you're doing a campaign, just beat him out. Ask him, you know, what's it cost you to partake of his logistics and fulfillment? Because it's definitely worth it. Everybody that I know, Rini from Fiendish, she got RJ handling her second book. And that's like a big campaign. So, you know, he's a little bit nervous, but what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make it so that that's his day job.
Yeah.
So that fulfilling people's campaigns is his day job. No more working for somebody else, doing it for him. You know?
Yeah.
But let's go ahead and play this trailer, although I play it all the time anyway. I play this one on every show. I'm going to play it. You're going to listen. You're going to watch. And then I'll be right back. What do you think of that?
Yeah.
Whoa. Well, if I can find it, that is. Okay, there it is. Just like that.
Yeah, that's the fork in the knee cut. That one.
Yes, I like that. Now, all of your videos are pretty quick and to the point. You make that's great for those of us that are playing them like on our shows and stuff. But it's okay to make a bigger one for your actual campaign. I'm just saying.
I have to swap it out. I actually have a longer one. Yeah, I just haven't put it in there yet. Yeah, it's one of those things. It's also time and effort and all that sort of stuff. Right. You know, just give them a taste, hook them in. Yeah, for sure.
Good stuff. All right. So tell a little bit about the story.
Yeah. So effectively, Lucifer gets sick of his job, doesn't want to do it anymore, quits, goes on a bender, gets into all sorts of trouble. And as a result of that, this girl, Daisy, is born. And then this story takes place 16 years after that has happened and after the apocalypse is hit as a result of Lucifer no longer wanting to do his job. So it turns out he's actually quite important. And with him not doing that, it causes some issues. So we pick up with Daisy. This is issue 2. So issue 1 is really introducing her and her sort of traveling around, and you get the feeling that something is hunting her, trying to track her down. And in the second story, yes, there's more than one person or creature hunting her, and they're effectively after her blood because they realize before she does that she is the daughter of Lucifer, which makes her powerful and important and all that sort of stuff. And there's one of the dudes that's chasing her is a guy named Magnus, who is basically a fallen angel, what we call the Forsaken. And there's another dude, the dude that whose hand he's holding is a creepy guy. I think Shrike is his name. And he's just covered in bugs and critters and stuff that sort of worm their way through his body and all that sort of stuff. And he actually uses bugs like spies. So he sends them off and then they see stuff and then they come back and then he eats them. And that's how he kind of gets his knowledge of stuff. Gross, but also a bit fun.
All right. Sean, that question was actually for you. It wasn't about duty. Charles wanted to know what you call those the gang that's going after Cody Valiant. What's that race called? Or
the race is basically, it's called the Oinks. It was a play on just pigs basically. They come from like the planet Pen, basically.
they're from the planet Pen.
Yep.
See, you guys, come on, man, that's good stuff. The Oinks from planet Pen.
Yep.
Duty from Uranus. It's everywhere, man. It's everywhere. All right. So, in your characters here, you have this little dog.
Dog, yes. Whose name I can't ever remember. So he's a little puggy type little character. He pops up at the end of issue 1 and then issue 2. So he's kind of a companion for the Daisy character that just gets left in a car that she takes ownership of. And then from there on, they're best friends. And I love it because when I was talking to the artist about the dog, he was sort of saying, oh, do you want like a German Shepherd or something like that would survive really well in the apocalypse? And I said, no. Make it one of those stupidly small dogs that just would not survive on their own at all. But somehow this little guy's survived. And that's because that's funnier if you've got, there's just all sorts of chaos going on and you've got this little guy running along behind Daisy.
There are a whole bunch of dog breeds that would disappear if it wasn't for humans.
Yeah, exactly. They would be gone in a second. So he's one of them. Yeah, but he features quite heavily as the story goes on. Little guy. I think his name is Pup. I think it's a very unimaginable name.
Yeah, Pup. You got Pup. You got Crow. Of course, you have Lucifer.
Yeah.
Daisy, Lucifer's daughter. Forsaken. What's Forsaken?
So they're the kind of fallen angels. They're as part of the apocalypse, the angels fall, or half of them fall, and they become these sort of demonic, twisted creatures that, are hunting Daisy.
All right. Then you got the Shield Guard, which obviously protecting the good peoples, right? I hope.
Yeah, as the story goes on, they're not so good though. But
that doesn't surprise me.
They're your zealots. They're the ones that think they're doing the right thing, but in reality, they're kind of not that nice.
Yeah.
And
then you got the War Master.
Yes, and Gabriel. So they're kind of the two leaders of the two different factions of the angels. This is before the fall. So the War Master is the bad dude who's thinks he's doing the right thing, and then Gabriel is the good guy who also thinks he's doing the right thing, and they end up stuffing it all up, and carnage ensues.
Nice.
That sounds about right. Coca-Cola, really?
I mean, you're thinking, what's going to survive? This.
I
could have gone with Mountain Dew. I could have gone with anything, but I went with
that stuff. That'll still clean the acid off a battery, even if after it's been sitting there for 20 years.
That's right. That's exactly right. It'll survive all of us. Yeah.
So she's out in the apocalypse now. Is there an explanation for why we're post-apocalyptic, or is it just your imagination?
No, it's explained, but sort of bit by bit as the story goes on. Okay. And it's essentially down to Lucifer. So Lucifer's job is not to manage hell or any of that sort of stuff. It's much more like to keep the balance between good and evil. So he's the guy that whispers in evil guys' ears, like the totalitarian dictators and all that sort of stuff, and maintains the balance. So with him gone, the War Master comes in and says, all right, well, I'm going to put my own dude in this job. And the guy that he chooses, it just happens to be the Angel of Death. So things go a little bit wrong. There's a plague essentially that falls from heaven, and it affects angels as well as humans, kills off a bunch of humans, most humans, and warps these angelic creatures. Yes.
It's really good. Really?
Yeah,
That's good.
Really cool stuff in there.
Now,
so there's 2 different artists so Dave Schwartz did issue 2, the slightly different artist. So it's got a slightly different style, really, really cool looking stuff. Look at that dude getting torn in half. Sorry. That's pretty cool. That's funny when you just write something on a page, you just send it to the artist and say, yeah, like a weird tall dude with stitched together arms getting torn apart, and then he sends that through. And I think, yep, that's it.
Dude, the dog though.
Yeah.
The dog.
And again, the Humvee gets hit by a rocket, rolls over, explodes the whole thing. The pug's fine. He survives. There's something about this dog. He could just survive anything.
It cracks me up because I'm looking at her.
Yeah.
She's like upside down, everything all freaking out. And then she's like, she got through it. But where's the dog? Where's the dog? Oh, he's fine.
He's fine. He's fine. He's just walking around. Yeah.
He probably got thrown 40 feet from the.
Yeah, probably. But he landed on his stubby little feet.
Yeah.
And he was fine.
I had a dog once, a pit bull. Excuse me. And my girlfriend had pulled up and she was waiting to take a left into the driveway. And the reason she was waiting is because there was a car coming from the other direction. Well, Dummy runs out into the street to try and jump up into the car. Only he gets whacked by the other car at about 30. And somebody runs inside and they're like, Pops, your dog just got hit by a car. I run outside and he's standing in the middle of the road, all beefed up and squaring off against the car that hit him. Right? And he's just all bristled up and mad as hell. All he did was he got knocked like 40 feet, rolled a whole bunch, got up and like, all right, let's fight.
Fight time.
Let's fight. He got up and he was ready to go with this car. It was like, what are you doing, dumbass? But he was, perfectly fine. He was that beefy that it didn't affect him at all.
Wow.
He just got mad.
Yeah.
That was it. He got mad. Somebody knocked him down the road, It was like, but it didn't hurt him at all. It was freaking weird, man. He was 10 feet in the air, flying. At least that's what they told me. I wasn't out there when it happened, but they're like, man, he got knocked like way down the road. And he was like 2 yards down out in the middle of the street, It was like, okay, crazy stuff, man.
Crazy dog.
Now, this goes to heaven now. You got some people arguing behind the
it goes back in time a bit. So this is back in time when Lucifer's just quit, and then they bring him up and say, dude, you got to do your job. And he says, I don't want to do my job. And then they have to figure out what to do. But the interesting thing with Lucifer as well is he's not, he walks around in jeans and a kitty cat t-shirt, but he's very, very powerful. So they can't just force him to do what they want him to do. It's pretty cool. I love that. The heaven stuff that Dave did as well. It looks really, really cool.
Yeah, it looks like the little arguments behind the pearly gates. But
yeah, man. It's not all, cucumber sandwiches and peanut bites or whatever.
And this is the other artist, right? Kira Burns.
Yeah, so this is a spin-off, a black and white spin-off graphic novel about a girl named Kira. So you learn as the story goes on that Daisy isn't the only one that is the daughter of Lucifer, that there are others out there and they're connected. And so this is kind of Kira's story. It's a little bit more of a her on her own getting captured by this cult group, post-apocalyptic cult group. her trying to find her way out of the situation. Her deal is, as the title suggests, fire. So she has fire that sort of spontaneously comes out of her, but she doesn't quite know where it came from or any of that sort of stuff yet. She also has dreams about basically the other girls that are all connected. So she's the one that's kind of starting to think, hang on, there's more of us. What might be? Yeah, fire and such.
Oh, well, who's that dude?
So that dude is called the Cloven, who is so he's one of the Forsaken, one of the demon sort of characters. It's got more of a manga sort of vibe, but that's what he is. So he is comprised of more than one individual, if that makes sense. It's almost as though a few angels were fused together, and he devours the souls of people to keep himself alive and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah,
that's
cool.
the big enemy in the thing.
All right.
Yeah, the artist did an amazing job on that dude. And then there's Crow, which is a short spin-off. So the crows that feature quite heavily in the story, they're not just crows. And this is the story of a fallen angel who actually inhabits the body of the crow to survive, but also, spy on people and find stuff out. So in the issue 1 where Daisy kills a crow, you're just thinking, oh, that's a bit of fun. She's just getting her breakfast. But it turns out there's a little bit more going on. So that's a little bit of the crow story there.
Beautiful stuff.
Yeah.
And then Raven running. So how many stories is in this thing?
So there's 4 issues and 1 graphic novel.
Okay.
So this is another one of the daughters that is. So she actually comes in at the close of issue 2. This Raven character. She's pretty cool. She's one of my favorites because she doesn't say much. She carries a crossbow, and her main gift, she doesn't call fire or magic or any of that sort of stuff. She just seems basically indestructible. She gets shot and she just takes it and just keeps going. So, and she, more than any of the others, I think, really, focuses in on what we got to do and where we got to go and all that sort of end of the world sort of stuff. Yeah, she's pretty cool though. And that guy's called Dragon, the guy that's chasing her, that big dude on the top right. He's a kind of ex-military dude with a dragon sort of tattoo, and things don't go as well for him as he'd planned because she is awesome. Yeah, so that's the other one. Cool. Again, different artist. Really cool look, though.
And the covers. I really like this one, but it's like dude's
I like that.
Dude's taking a bite out the apple and all.
He's always. I said with Lucifer as well. One of the things I wanted was he's always eating. You know those guys that whenever you see them, they've always got like an apple or a banana or something.
Yeah,
just always eating. So every time you see him, just about he's eating something.
I like it. Oh,
yeah, that's the one by Moses May. That's a bit more of a fisticuffs kind of one, but with the apple again. And this is the retro, retro Escape New York style one that Willie Roberts did for me. That's cool as well. Just
dude, these are awesome.
Snake. Yeah. And then that's the one by Dave. So that's the standard cover by Dave Schwartz with Daisy and some stuff that happens at the end of the thing. This is a really, really cool one. So this is Alejandro Radio, awesome artist, really, really cool. I wasn't originally going to be a cover; it was just going to be a print, but I loved it so much. I thought, no, that's going to be a cover. And yeah, I especially like the skull. There's one of the skulls with the on the right there, yeah, with the crazy eyes. That's such a cool touch.
See, I had one of those pieces of art happen to me too when I was doing our campaign. It was like there was one piece I was like, man, I can't even make this a cover. I gotta make it the back cover of every book.
Yeah, it's too good.
It was too good not for everybody to get it, It was like, so I made it the back cover. Someday we'll get that book out, I promise.
Yeah, man, you gotta do it.
I think we're going to be bypassing the crowdfunding when we do it. We're just going to print them up and start selling them. Screw it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, crowdfunding is a very stressful.
Well, I mean, I've watched some people who, have done really, really well, and they, some people have a huge following and they're going to do well. Like Eric July just went out and blew it up, right?
Yeah.
You knew Eric July was going to go blow it up. It wasn't a question. He had, 500,000 people following him on YouTube, and he's been doing, music and everything forever. Is like he was, everybody knew who he was. Of course, that was going to blow up.
Yeah.
The normal person doesn't have, a huge marketing conglomerate or any of that behind them, and they got to go out and they got to put in the work.
Yeah, that's it.
I look at like Adam Watson out there on the West Coast, and he's putting people's books in spinner racks, in dispensaries, in different types of places all up the West Coast, right? And I'm like, yeah. That's what we need to do is we need to get people that are willing to put in the work and put these books back in places where people are going to see them.
Right.
Sure. In dispensaries, you're going to want your adult books and your party books, your Cromniverse books, stuff like that, where there's weed and stuff involved. Yeah. You want to sell that in a dispensary. It's not going to, come on, Kickstarter don't care.
Yeah, you gotta be creative. You gotta think outside the box.
Yeah, you got to put it where the fans that are going to want that are going to see it.
Yep.
So always trying to think of different ways to market this stuff. The road show, that's another one. When you guys put retail tiers up, that's a good thing, because as we move forward, we're going to be snatching up retail tiers from a lot of these campaigns so we can put them on our table to sell at the cons that we go to.
Yeah.
Get more of your books in hand and get them seen all the different places we go next year.
Yeah.
Not just in Texas, not just in Australia at the shows you go to, Morgan. But wouldn't it be great if you had your books being sold at a dozen different cons in America next year?
Yeah.
I mean, on tables where people walk by can pick them up and leave with. You see what I'm saying? That's way different than Kickstarter and wait.
Yeah.
Kickstarter and hope. It's like, so when you put them retail tiers up, everybody who's doing that, as I move forward, I'm going to be snatching them things up, because I'm going to need stuff to sell at my tables.
Yep.
When I go to cons, I got to have some way to make money, because, I'm got to be some way to make money off what I'm doing. I'm still going to be doing my show, but we're going to have a vendor table. We're going to have Chris, the game developer from Laughing Rogue, that guy, he'll be there selling games and doing demos. We'll have a road show that's worthy of taking the time to stop by the tables. When you walk by the con, you're going to be like, damn, they got that, and they got that, and they got that, and they got that. And you see what I mean? That's what you got to do. Like with Katie, she has her set up with her books, but man, she has that huge tree that has all these dragons hanging on it. And that's an eye catcher for people walking by, right? Now, what the heck is that? And they go look, and then they see books, and you gotta have that kind of eye candy available.
Yeah.
We go to the cons, you guys' books is going to be what we're trying to sell as well as promote. I'll be talking to Morgan. It'll be CromCon. I'll be talking to Morgan. He'll be on the big screen behind the table. We'll have, we're not going to do it with the little computer monitor like last time. We're going to have a big screen behind the table so people walking by can see these people as we're interviewing them. There's going to be Morgan. We're going to be talking to Morgan, and people are going to be like, how do I get his book? I got some right here.
Yeah, that's a good
way
to do it.
See what I'm saying? It's going to be like instant live, action sales. Like it's still going to be an online con. So, I mean, we're going to introduce all these people that are online in different places around the country and around the world to the people that are walking by the table. They don't know about Morgan Quaid or Sean Frye, but they will. They walk by our table, they're gonna. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to build. As a matter of fact, we're going through with the LLC right now so that I can start considering some of this research, write a little bit of it off, and still pick up, like write off one of them retail copies as research and have the other ones to sell. You know what I mean? Or write a little bit of it off and do what we can, man, to go forward and build this network into something huge. I think Roland from Silverline's going to be bringing all his shows over to the Madness Comic Network. And, you know, I mean, dude, I'm trying to make this thing grow in 80 directions at once. If I get sidetracked, just smack me in the head. I'll come back to it. And yeah, Morgan, got lots of work for you, man. Did you get that one video done I asked about?
I'll have to go and look now. I'll have to go and look.
The one where I just wanted you to switch out the two graphics.
I'll get it done today. There we go.
No
I'll get
rush,
it done
bro.
for you.
No
Oh,
rush.
shit. I did let that one slip.
I just noticed it wasn't in my email box yet. But yeah, a lot of people come to me, Morgan, asking for intros and trailers and stuff like that. And it's like, I want to say your name every time, but I don't want to offer you doing work that you ain't necessarily trying to do, or what, you know what I mean? It's like, it's a fine line to walk between, do you have an avenue of making money doing that?
I do. It is probably the smallest avenue of all of the avenues that I have.
I
but
mean,
I don't
if I
mind
send
it.
people your way, you can make a little money off that, right? It's not like,
Yeah, and feel free to send them my way. If I'm too busy or you know I'm not interested, I'll just say, oh look, you know, just not at the moment. But yeah, by and large, I'm happy to help out with people, and it's very I can do it relatively quickly, and I can work within a very small budget. So yeah, happy to do that.
I don't expect you to do anything for everybody for free. Just remember that. It's like if I send them your way, it's not like I told them, hey man, Morgan will do it for you for nothing. You know?
Yeah.
Now, if it's one of my team, they're probably talking for me though. I'm just saying, you know.
Yeah.
Like if Doc comes in and says, hey man, can you help me with this? He's doing it for the or for the group, you know. It's not
of course,
personal,
of course.
You know.
Yeah, no, happy to help, dude. Happy to help. Send them my way.
Definitely appreciate you, man. So this one is, let's see, where are we at? 100 backers. We need more backers.
Yeah.
More backers, but it is well past funded. You've already printed these, or are these going to print right after? How's that working?
They're going to print right after, so I'm just waiting on the final lettering to get done on the Raven running book. All the rest are done and ready. So yeah, once it's done, surveys, and then off to the printer straight away, pretty much.
Nice. It's good stuff. Now I also have a little announcement to make. Kickstarter, sometimes you really make me mad. Everybody knows that I have an issue with crowdfunders and crowdfunding in the first place. But when I do pledge to get a book and then you tell me that my card ain't no good, when I have money on my card, I want to crawl through the internet cables and rip somebody's throat out. I'm tired of you guys messing with what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
I backed Doran's book. Yeah, I got the money on the card. No, authenticate the card. Okay, I authenticated the card. Nope, we won't take your card.
Yeah.
Now, I want a lot of you people to understand, sometimes it ain't us withdrawing our pledges. Sometimes these pricks don't take our cards. You know, so Doran, if you're watching, get with me later. I'll PayPal you some money or whatever we got to do, but I didn't withdraw my pledge. They won't take me freaking card. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
sometimes they take it, sometimes they won't. It's Canada. I'll bet it's Canada. I'm gonna blame it on Canada. But yeah, I mean, like I think the Netherlands won't take my card on Indiegogo. Right? I mean, there's weird different country rules and look, I'm not getting a card for every country. Screw you guys. Sometimes Kickstarter and Indiegogo piss me off. We need a platform that serves us well, not makes it difficult on the fans and the creators. And, you know, don't even get me started about what they charge you guys. You know?
Yeah, it's one of those things that it's like, particularly for someone like me that's in a different country, it's great to have this platform because it's the only way I can reach, or one of the only ways I can reach people from around the country. So there's some real benefits that way. It is a real pain though that it's not like a shop that, you know, everything, it takes a long time. A lot can change within a month or so. It's not.
We are going to build a storefront for you guys too, though. We already secured the domain name. We're going to make a place where you guys can put your books up for sale, like just direct, you know, link right to where you have them for sale, or even fulfill them for you if that's what you need. We got all the pieces in place. It's wonderful. You know, I mean, yeah, I'm talking a lot about it, but it's like it's all in the planning stage. But hopefully by the first of the year, we will be a serious contender out there when it comes to promotion and fulfillment for a lot of people. Not, you know, not me, for all you guys. You know, we're going to make something available that covers you from your initial sign up email to me unboxing that shit right here live in front of everybody. We're going to, you know, cover you all the way through printing, fulfillment, marketing, the whole, you know. If you could just go to one place and get all that, wouldn't it be easy? All you got to do is art now. You know,
yeah, man.
That's what I'm trying to build, something where you guys can concentrate on what you do and not all the business end of it, and make your money, you know, provide you a place to sell. And, you know, like I said, the road show will expose everybody's stuff to all kinds of different places they might not have ever been seen before, you know, I mean, or like I said, Morgan, how many U.S. conventions you going to be at next year?
Not as many as I'd hope. That's for sure. Not as many as I'd hope.
Well, I can put your books on 12. I can put your books on a table at 12 of them. How's that?
Wow.
You know, I mean, so make sure you got them retail tiers. All you guys, make sure you got that retail tier, because when I start buying for the business, I'm going to be getting retail tiers from everybody that's got one. You know, that's part of what we're doing. So, you know, make them available for sure. And with that, I think I'm going to go ahead and cut this out because I got still another show to do tonight.
Thanks, Pops. Thanks for the shout out.
Hey, all you guys go check out Enmity. See, it still got me at the end, man.
Just ignore the M. Just go M. No, let's see. I got it wrong. Just go N for November. Enmity. That's all. Enmity.
Yes. Post-apocalyptic comic. 7 issues. Wow, that's cool.
Oh, that's an old link.
Oh, that's the old.
I changed. Oh no, that'll still work. I changed the issues into a graphic novel for some of them, so it ended up being.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
4 of them are into.
But it's a bunch. It's a bunch of stuff.
A bunch of cool stuff, man.
Yeah, man.
Just look at that. That should tell you everything you need to know right there. You guys. Appreciate you coming out. Morgan, you got a big, long day ahead of you.
I do. I got to get started. Got to get ready for work.
Go scroll down through the madness for about 5 days and take note of all the different YouTube shows or channels. Hit all them people up. Tell them you want to be on their show. You know what I mean?
Cool.
That's part of why I do it. So you can find them and they can find you. That's what the madness is about. So same with you, Sean. Get on some more shows, man. I want to tune in and see you. I want to see you out there talking about Cody Valiant.
Yeah. I want to go on as many as I can find.
Promotion is king, guys. Keep doing it, man. It's next to the work, next to the actual product. Promotion is the most important thing.
Yeah.
And fulfillment is really close behind that.
Exactly.
Really, really close behind that. Okay. You got to get it seen for people to buy it, but then you got to put it in their hands in good condition too. So,
yeah,
you know, you guys have a great day. Thank you everybody for watching. I'm going to play, I don't know, a couple more ads on the way out. Who do we got? Who can we play? We can play. Oh, well, we can play Nita's channel crawl. There's a network you can talk to, Morgan, Sean. You know what's up over there at Raging Promotions, Raging 2. Get on a couple of these shows.
streaks over the horizon. Your excitement builds. The animals in the field start to stir. The forest comes alive with sounds. The sunlight glimmers off the lake, and the mountains start to shed their morning fog. So load up your favorite ammo, grab a few buddies, and head out to make some memories. And tell the rest of the world that you've gone hunting. Gone Hunting is a 1 to 4 player game of family fun where you build a unique hunting ground, scout different animals, buy weapons and gear, and roll dice to hunt. Complete objectives and try not to miss. So let's load up the truck and back Gone Hunting today. See you in the field.
Secrets, trust, worth. The bond between souls intertwined within otherworldly intrigue. Michaela Jade brings forth the Elite Warrior series, a collection of dark fantasy romance novels set in a twisted world where power lusts in the hearts of men and devotion seduces the souls of women. Warrior's Secret, Warrior's Trust, and Warrior's Worth. Available now at authormichaelajade.com.
From author Brian K. Morris comes a classic hero in a high-flying, fast-paced, and action-packed steampunk adventure. The original Skyman battles the Master of Steam. With an introduction by comics icon and historian Roy Thomas. A Rising Tide, an Ace Comics publication. Available now in print or digital format on Amazon.com.
How do you end this thing? How do you put the there was the brakes on this bus? I forgot.
Jazz hands. Jazz hands.
Comic Books for Kids provides comic books to kids in hospitals and cancer centers across the U.S. It's a place where we can all work together to make sure every child has a comic book. 100% of all proceeds go towards the kids. It's about making a difference, and while they're in the hospital, allowing them to fly like a superhero, battle dragons, or rescue teddy bears. We are in every state in the country and now support over 160 hospitals. Every month, we add more.
Visit CB4K.